Hello, my name is Ty Scott. I'm in Waxahachie, Texas right now, where one North Texas man is collecting black memorabilia, the history of which threatens to not be taught in Texas schools. I spoke with him today, and he gave me his reasons why he collects all that he does.
I can remember as a child, back in Liberty, Texas, at 131 Navigation Street, at my grandmother's house.
My wife, Janet, who is now deceased, was really the impetus behind that. She had always wanted and collected old pieces. She got pieces from her grandmother that we have around here, and she and I would ride the back roads. It didn't matter what part of Texas, what state we were in. If we saw an antique store, we had to stop. I was born and raised in a small town down south of Waco called Rosebud, Texas. Certainly we had segregation going on, and segregation ended the last year that I was in high school. I graduated in 1966.
And oftentimes she couldn't think of our names, and sometimes she would just call us all Bubba. And I got some.
And here's some of the memorabilia that you don't find very much anymore. These were picked up along the way at different antique stores, sometimes tucked away because people didn't want you to see them. But my wife was just like a rat. She'd get in there and dig them out.
And today we want to remember how Mama used to pray for us.
About much why this was important.
Come on, choir, help me say it. I still hear. Mama praying.
During that time, yes, there was segregation. There was the Jim Crow era going on. I lived part of that, not to the degree that some people lived it, but I did live and see part of that. Schools had to integrate. So all the students behind me were integrated, and I think it was a great thing because we began to get exposed to more things as far as education is concerned.
Certain discussions about race or gender in the classroom could soon be illegal. Senate Bill 2022 passed the Senate last week. The House expected to take it up this week. But as KVUE's Jenny Lee reports, one teachers group is fighting it because they say it would jeopardize how social studies is taught.
When Candace Hunter read Senate Bill 2202,
you're talking out of both sides of your mouth.
The former social studies teacher saw red flags.
So this document says we want you to teach the founding documents of the United States, including the Declaration of Independence. Here's a problem. Later on in the document, it says that you're not supposed to talk about controversial issues, right? Well, if we talk about the Declaration of Independence, there's a big chunk of the Declaration of Independence that was very controversial.
You go to a restaurant, you would end up having to go through the back door because at that point in time, blacks couldn't go through the front door and sit there along with the other people there. And, you know, there were a lot of things going on that was kind of kept subtle. And here we've got string holders. These were used in different places to tie up things. If you look real close here, you'll see the string coming out of the mouth, and that's why they were called string holders. Some of these are, I can't say priceless, but some are worth a lot, and some are newer pieces, which of course the newer pieces wouldn't be. That people will look back and see all the benefits and all the good things that happened. There were some tough times back there, and younger people being able to go back and look at history and know about history. As I mentioned a moment ago, we're not being taught history, and it's so important. I see so many things that come full circle, things that happened years ago, and they are happening all over again. And history is very important, because if you don't know your history, you don't know where you're going.